I'm gonna put both of y'all motherfuckers, Jason Whitlock and Steve Kim, in the YouTube movement. Athletes have threatened me, jumped on me for decades. You're late.
What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. And Jason Whitlock and Cam Newton beef over Joy Taylor and her sex scandal continues. Only in this video, man, we gotta talk about Cam Newton. Cam Newton is out of line, guys. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thumbs up, like the video. Let's go.
Just because I'm old and fat don't mean I don't forget how to throw these hands.
And this is Jason Whitlock trolling Cam Newton. Jason Whitlock is very good at getting on people's skin. And if you guys haven't been keeping up with the latest, Jason Whitlock called out Cam Newton because he was simping for Joy Taylor, or just coming to Joy Taylor's defense, whatever you want to call it. But he went at Jason Whitlock. Since then, Jason Whitlock has gone back at Cam Newton. But this video here, guys, it just says a lot about, in my opinion, why Cam Newton didn't have a long NFL career. Check it out.
Or is he just doing whatever is possible to survive and remain relevant now that he's never going to play football?
Here's my message to Cam. My guy. No. You're not my guy.
You know, Cam Newton always is saying, my guy, which is, in my opinion, when he's on professional TV doing this, I think it's just embarrassing because Cam Newton, in my opinion, he does not have the IQ of a person I would want to listen to about sports. I'm just going to call it like it is. He always has had a big personality. But if I have to be honest, hearing Cam Newton talk on national TV about sports is humiliating to the black community. All right, let's keep going.
Pause right there. I'm going to tell you like this. Since y'all mentioned motherfuckers like Harvey Weinstein and the Me Too movement and Captain Saber, I'm going to put both of y'all motherfuckers, Jason Whitlock and Steve Kim, in the YouTube movement.
What is this? Now, this is what ESPN has become. I mean, this is who they hire. This is a guy that, through the grace of Stephen A. Smith, who is continuously connecting, you know, the black African-American community with these gigs because he doesn't want to be looked at as a sellout to his community. This is why I don't refer people to jobs, right? People reach out to me about opportunity. I'm like, I kind of know what you stand for, bro. Not going to be messing up my reputation. Now look at how Cam Newton is talking here. I'm only 32 years old, guys. I mean, I don't know how old Cameron Newton is in his career, but this is humiliating. This is a father of 8. Now, what are you going to do, Cam Newton, when your kids turn on the YouTube and see you talking like this? But we live in this generation where men have become so beta they can't tame their emotions, which makes Jason Whitlock actually look like the genius here.
Don't do none of these name calling and all that shit. I'll put it like this, bro. If I see you, all I ask is keep that same energy. Mr. Kim, simp, cool. Keep that same energy when I see you. I think we have to normalize this in sports. Now, the rabbit got the gun. Now, the athletes got the opportunity to speak up for themselves. Now, we really can go toe for toe if that's what y'all really want to do.
Let me get this straight, Cam Newton. I mean, yeah, goodness gracious, guys. I can't wait till this video is over. Athletes have always been a part of broadcasting once they're done with their careers. What is Cam Newton talking about now the athlete got the gun? What do you mean since the new day, time, and era that we live in where everything is sensitive and you can't say this or you can't say that? Maybe you have a point. But you getting on, in front of a camera, going live to make threats, which is irresponsible. Why would, I don't understand. Like, if I'm ESPN, I'm like, yo, cut that shit out. What are you doing? We pay you, but we also have a brand here. But I forgot, ESPN has gone into the shitter the last few years. Let's keep going.
So it was a lot of things that was spewed. And even then, like, when you look at this, Peggy, it's like these motherfucking haters, bro. Like, real shit. Like, this motherfucker is a backhand compliment to the whole Fox post-game show. Cool, bro. I think this is the first time in my life being a content creator, a YouTuber, former athlete, yes, bro, that I can really speak on like most athletes want to speak on, especially talking to y'all lame ass motherfuckers, bro.
Now, these be the same people that go and teach a youth camp and say, don't let words get to you. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to the outside noise. Don't listen to the critics. And then they come out here and embarrass themselves as if these embarrassing ass hats and everything going on. I don't give a damn how much money you spent on this. If you're going to look like a buffoon, it does not matter to me. What does matter to me is the fact that you're supposed to be an icon in the black community and you're out here making live threats. I mean, did you just get mauled by a group of teenagers at the beginning of last year, Cam Newton? Like, I'm not with this, man. Like, I feel like there are ways to go back and forth. Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock have been beefing for years, but they know how to go back and forth without embarrassing themselves. The way Cam Newton is acting, I don't know what blunt he hit, what alcohol he was drinking, what drugs he may or may not be on, but this ain't it, Cam. And anybody who's around Cam Newton egging his own should be ashamed of themselves.
And I'm not the dude that's going to send subliminal threats. I'm not going to. You're not that guy.
You just
You're
did.
Just not. You never have. So don't get sensitive. And what I did say about Joy, I stand on that. What I did say about Molly, I stand on that. They're not in your league, bro. That's what I mean by you're not that guy. You're not in your league, bro. You're talking about that big rat. Not a big rat.
That was kind of funny, man. But come on, Cam. Come on, man. You literally just said I'm not going to do any subliminals or threats, and you literally did A, B, C, D, all the above. Like, bro, that's a jock for you, man.
Cam, I'm just kind of flummoxed, baffled. Like, I am trying to retrace how we got here. How we got here to where Cam Newton is, what is he, 35, 36, 37 years old, somewhere in that range. I am 57 years old. How did we get here to where a former professional athlete in his mid to late 30s is making veiled threats at a 57-year-old fat sports writer? How did we get here?
I'll tell you how. Cam Newton lives for attention. He lives for attention. He's always lived for attention, and attention is what got him out of the league. From obviously the wild hairstyles, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not judging the man by his hairstyle. But at the quarterback position, guys, come on, man. Like, you got to be a little bit more buttoned up. And just look at this guy's face. That's all you need to know. This guy's fighting kids jumping on him. He has the most outlandish takes. And like I said, guys, he's on ESPN weekly embarrassing himself. And I just don't understand. I think whoever is in the bed with the person who's over ESPN, man, they gotta be having a way to be hiring like all of these, incompetent jocks. Vast amount of success in your lifetime. You're supposed to be an icon for kids, and you get on here and display this type of behavior. And at the end of the day, it literally makes you look like you're selling your soul for Joy Taylor and Molly Quorum, hoping to get in good. Okay? We get it, man. Like, some men simp without knowing that they're simping. And I think that Cam Newton is just a horn dog waiting on an opportunity. So he's attacking Jason Whitlock for cool points.
Athletes have threatened me, jumped on me, made veiled threats, tried to be menacing, tried to get me fired, confronted me at nightclubs. For decades, you're late. Many of these athletes have already jumped on me or made threats when I was actually somewhat in my prime and could defend myself physically.
I gotta give Jason Whitlock his credit, man, because most people won't come out here and admit that they've been jumped on, right? But I also think that's Jason Whitlock's identity. I think that has propelled him to success in his career because it fuels him to be hated. It fuels him to be a troll, and it's like the worst of the worst has happened to him, knock on wood, but he's used to athletes coming at him, is what he's saying, and he doesn't think that Cam Newton is going to be the last person to do this, man. I think it's all simping. It's very weak, beta, male-ish behavior to me. I think that Cam Newton he's just simply humiliated himself to the point of no return. And I don't know if he's going to have to sit with this video for a while. Sometimes you make a clip and then you go back and look at it the next day or two. You're like, probably should have said that. That's one of those situations right here, bro.
This is not new. You're not doing anything new. You actually, in my view, look kind of silly You looked intellectually overmatched. And so it's like, hey, I'll beat you up.
Bingo. Well, I tell you guys, bro, like the dumb jock, when they can't outsmart you or outword you, and Jason Whitlock seems to be a guy who's pretty well spoken. He uses a lot of wordplay. It's too much for Cam Newton. Okay, Cam Newton is the guy when the nerd roasts you, he goes into the locker room and give you a wedgie and tell you don't do that shit again. All right, that's Cam Newton right now. And he's showing, I would say he's showing his age, but he's still fairly young, right? But he's still should be mature enough at 35, 36, 37 years old to conduct himself in a far more better manner than this. You getting on Instagram or whatever, YouTube yelling. I mean, you can hear his voice shaking and shit. Like, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. You didn't act like this in the locker room half the time. So ain't no point in you doing this. And I understand, big physical guy, bro. Like, of course you can beat up Jason Whitlock. Of course, most people can beat up Jason Whitlock. But why would you get on here, bro? Cam Newton. Why would you get on here and make these threats like this live where it can be docked?
Cam says he's going to see me at the Super Bowl and I need to keep the same energy. Oh, my God. I better have security with me and I better not go to the Super Bowl. Cam, that's not how this goes down. That's not how it is. And you're right. I'm not that guy, Cam. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not a fighter. I'm just a big old teddy bear who likes to talk about sports and uses my platform as a way to point out to other athletes, sports fans, hey, here's a biblical worldview. Here are some athletes who are violating or acting in a way that violates a biblical principle, and this is why they should stop.
Well, the crazy part about it is, if I must say in my opinion, I've seen in the sports world, and we've seen this all year, especially, the last, 5 to 8 years, religion has been skewed from television, classrooms. So I've come to realize, and we saw this with the Paris Olympics, the whole biblical thing, people on ESPN tweeting out biblical things in support, hoping that the country could kind of right itself in a way, were deleting tweets because in such workspaces, man, people would rather worship corruption and hate the person that's speaking biblical. And that's one reason that I rock with Jason Whitlock, man. I think that he does a lot of trolling, but I got to give it to him, man. At the end of the day, he does spread the message of gospel. And I feel like that has gone sour in our generation, in the world, this era. And I don't think that he's doing anything wrong. But, nobody is hated more than the person that tells the truth or exposes it. It is what it is. I'm not even liked by a lot of people, man, because I'm fair, right? People don't like the fact that I'm a black man that's fair. I don't side with you just because you're black. I'm not siding with you because you're white. I'm not siding with you because you're Mexican. I'm siding with you because my grandma raised me, small town boy from Mississippi, to be fair and to be righteous. That's just how I roll. But in this world, you will never be accepted like that. And I'm okay with that. So I like to listen to people like Jason Whitlock who kind of has that same type of situation going for himself.
You were nowhere mentioned in the lawsuit. You were nowhere mentioned in my discussion. You had nothing to do with it. You decided to inject yourself into that conversation. And now you're acting like I was the aggressor and I did something to disrespect you and I did something to draw you into this. You injected yourself into it.
And to be fair, Jason Whitlock, you injected yourself in it too. So I guess it's fair game. Like, don't get me wrong. But I don't think that Jason Whitlock was attacking Cam Newton like that. I mean, in all fairness, everybody is covering the sex scandal. So it's not like Jason Whitlock did anything out of the norm. A lot of people have opinions. A lot of people don't like Joy Taylor. So Cam Newton, in my opinion, was wrong for reacting as emotional with the threats and everything that he was doing. Like, I can't get down with that, bro. Like, that was whack. And I'm just going to ask you guys from perspective, who do you guys agree or disagree with in this beef? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.